I am now. This is Liam, and welcome to Jackass. Make sure you get all the way in there. He went for it. All right, free to go. Faster. Alright, so I'm going to go over this map with you guys here in a second. PennDOT pretty much shut everything down up here in Pennsylvania. I can show you guys right here the banned vehicle tiers list. Last night we were up to a level 4, or a tier 4, which means basically the only people allowed on the road was these two right here. I think they've since moved it down a little bit lower, but basically anything on tier 1, which is still in effect in some of these areas, any commercial vehicle unloaded, whether it's tankers, flatbeds, any trailers, even motorcycles, are pretty much banned from I-78, I-81, and a lot of I-76. So there's a problem here. Basically that load we were gonna take today, I spoke with Louis this morning. He was able to go out, and I guess he couldn't get it started. He's gonna go get some batteries for it, but he's got it charging now. We're not gonna be able to move that today. Restrictions map, so I'm gonna show you here. This is the Pennsylvania area right now. So if you look, oh, it looks like they did finally open up I-76. So I-76, basically 81 and I-78, it looks like they might have just reopened everything, because earlier this whole thing was red and I-76 was also red. So basically the problem that we're having is I can't get out to Philadelphia because those roads were closed. Now we finally have them open, but now it's noon. So by the time we get out there, it's already too late for him to do what he needed to do, and the scheduled time that I was planning on leaving around 5 o'clock this morning. So we were not actually able to do that this morning. Basically, tier 3 right here was all commercial vehicles without change or onboard. Here's the following restrictions, yada yada, and then there was tier 4, which is basically all commercial vehicles. But again, if you come over here to the definitions of a tier 4, look at that. Tier 4 means nobody, whereas tier 3 was loaded trucks that were singles were allowed as long as they had chains. So we kind of got a little bit delayed there. All right, so it's Monday morning now. We are going over Central Dispatch and trying to book stuff. I've got 4 loads already that we're working on. Pick up in West Virginia, go out to Pittsburgh. I have 3 coming back from Pittsburgh to New Jersey. I have New Jersey to West Virginia, and I also have New Jersey to Maryland. There's a 2-pick 1-drop load. Basically all totaling out, there's 2,000, there's 3,400, so there's $4,200 worth of loads booked in about 3 or 4 days worth of work. So I'm working on that. So just any of the high paying stuff I'm pretty much going for. Still waiting on Central to give us our information and whatnot. So huge shout out to Dixie. Huge favor done for us. So we're definitely gonna try to return the favor on that. But yeah, so we have Central going and we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we're driving today. That's the goal. You guys can see, here's the loads that I'm really going for. 1,400, this one's already booked. We're just having some issues with having them send it over, so they're trying to get IT to work on that, but we've already got this one booked. We're working on this one's to get me back over to New Jersey, so I'll go home, drop this off the next day, and then we have this 450 chassis cab we're working on. These two are a fight between each other. I would prefer to get this Ford because it's a 1-pick 1-drop, which would get me back over to West Virginia, which I could drop the next day, and then find something out there coming back. This one here is 2 loads. It's basically, I gotta go up northern New Jersey, pick up the trailer, drive down to southern New Jersey, pick up the boat out of Copart, and then I have to go and drop it off in Maryland. And then this one here, if I can't get these 3 here booked, then I'll get this one here booked. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. So you guys can see, here's the loads that we have. This is basically my January activity. So these 4 right here are the ones I'm going for. If I can't get this 3 cars, like I said, I'm gonna hop on this one for $55 less. It's 2 less vehicles. So sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So we're shooting for that, those 3, and then you guys can see that load for 200 cars is now 44 cars. There was a bunch of stuff in here I was trying to grab and look in. but some of this stuff, I saw that the thing is huge. Some of these rates, like you guys can see, the rates are pretty decent for being home every day. If I could do $1,000 a day, that would be great. So you guys get the point. I was looking into this thing too, and then I looked up what it was, and that thing weighs like 15,000 pounds. For this price right here, to pay $217 a mile, that is absolutely ridiculous. I am not gonna do that. I was looking at this F250 as well, but you guys get the point. Some of these loads, I think that 800 was the cheapest I was gonna go, but they start getting down. You guys, there's a ton of loads in this area. There's 1,300 loads. So that's what we're shooting for. You ever just find a perfect load come up? Look at this, posted an hour ago. Like, I could totally grab this thing like today. I was looking at where it's at, and you guys can see like it's the perfect to get down there. And then let me see, let me just view the route, because it'll make it a lot easier. So there we go. So basically, I cut the screen down because my address was in there, but right here in Baltimore, I'm up here in Carlisle, so I could grab this thing today, bring it up to Mannheim, and then come home. Like, this would have been a 4.5 hour trip for like 900 bucks. So I'm really trying to get that one. So on the bright side, I do have, where is it? I think work list. I was able to get, we haven't got, for some reason, they sent them over, but it didn't. The F450 we have the 2 mixed vehicles right here, and we also have this boat right here. So I'm working on the Tesla, and I'm working on, so this one we could not get. They said it can't pick up or drop till Monday. So we're working on this one now, and this guy will not answer for the life of him. But we do have a bunch of stuff loaded. You guys can see, if you look at the rates on here, we have 1,400 booked, 1,000 booked, 1,000 booked. I'm working on booking this 900, and I'm working on booking that other 885. All right, so I've been at this a few hours now, and I'm still looking at about the same, you know, there's $3,400 booked. But if I were to take this one and not bring anything back, this brings me out to Pittsburgh. So the problem is, this was supposed to bring me back, and they're not answering. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and see if I can't find something for tomorrow. There was a Tesla that would have been perfect for today, but that went quick. So I tried calling on it many times. This is anything in Carlisle. I was gonna see if I couldn't grab something today for like tomorrow or something, or even today for today, but there is nothing on here. Like, this is 650 bucks for a 10,000 pound mini excavator to go to Erie. No thank you. I'll show you guys. You guys can see, look at this route. So if I were to bring my home, I would have to come all the way down here and then follow 80 all the way down into like Carlisle area, somewhere here. Not gonna do any of the loads that are like super cheap. So I mean, these two would be fine. This is 900 bucks here, but I would definitely wouldn't be able to do these today. If you look at the route, I'd be able to make 900 bucks on 2 trucks, but it brings you all the way down to Bridgeport. So I'm already scheduled for Wednesday through Friday, which is great. And then Friday I have a boat coming up here-ish, and then it'll come all the way down to Washington, D.C. is where I'm gonna pick up the boat itself and then bring it up to Baltimore and then head home. So I will be empty come Saturday, which is great. Not really, actually, I wish that I could have a load set, but we're getting there. So I'm starting over on the dispatching. I haven't worked in like 2 months, so we're still figuring it out. Let me know if you guys want me to record conversations with our brokers, stuff like that. But in the meantime, yeah, I'll be back Wednesday on that first load. It's already booked, so it's not like I can say no to that. Like we've already got it 100%. It's locked in. Nobody else was gonna touch that anyway. 2 in-op trucks. Content is gonna, once Wednesday hit, content's gonna go through the roof. So hotshot content coming. Be patient. We'll get there. We'll get back to where we were, and then we're gonna have so many hotshot videos. All right, while we're waiting on shit, trying to keep myself busy. It's been pretty cold here, not too bad. I did move the filters around, so now the water separator's in the back. You guys see that? So there's kind of why I couldn't put the filters up any higher. There's no real good spots for them. I'm gonna go through tools today and make sure that I have all of them, all the right tools I'm gonna need, since we're going to Borderline, Ohio Wednesday. So get this thing unbuckled. And see, this is one of the things I like about the Dodge. I can just do this, and all my tools are back here. So I'm gonna go through all this stuff and get a bag made for down there, so I can carry more tools. So here's what we got going on, right? This is gonna be, I'm just going through each one of these bins, putting stuff in here that fits. I still have this edge, I'm just kind of holding on to it. I don't care at this point. But this is gonna be stuff that's gonna go in the truck. So I'm gonna have this guy here This is where I'm going to put all the tools, in this one, because it's like the longest one. I wish it had a handle, but the handle kept falling off, so I don't know what I did with it. But that's going to be the key there. Like, this is how disorganized everything's organized, believe it or not. Like ACs, toolbox, all the tools are here, the tires are here, some spare stuff, and everything on the other side. So you can actually walk in here. I need to put these back in. But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to go through some stuff and figure out what I need, what I don't need. Shouldn't be too bad. Definitely want your anti-seize. This stuff comes in handy. So let's keep going through it and seeing what we can find in here. Alright, so here's kind of how it looks now. All of this is cleared out. There is 1, 2, I don't even know, probably 4 crates on top of each other. There's 1 crate there, so that's 5 total. They're all neat and organized. And then this one's left over. I have this bag here. The tools I need, nice and organized. Other than the belts, I don't know what to do with these. This will be for the air filter when I get one. And these, I don't know if I'm going to take that yet, but that one, I have another one in the truck for the power tools. So, alright, so we got the box there with the impacts. I have my jacks down there, my triangles, and my main big thing of tools. This closes just fine. And then you come back here. Oh man, look at that. Tools. This is all I need. Should be all I need. I got spare belts under the seat, clamps, and this should do it. This is perfect. I can take this out when I don't need it. It's all organized. I know where it's at. So I'm good with that. All these have batteries in them except this one, so I'll probably take all the batteries out and recharge them. I'm gonna take all that stuff out and the charger out. That can stay at the house. So, and then the air compressor down there. All right, so now that all of that is done, the tools are done, the dispatching is pretty much done. We just need to get that one more, which I can wait till tomorrow. That's not a problem. We should definitely see something come up on the load board that gets me from over there to New Jersey, just because of the fact that there's always stuff going from Pittsburgh to New Jersey, and also Philly back over as well. You know, it can be a little trickier, but there is definitely stuff. There is people posting, so that's good. So we're not SOL. But as you guys can see here, this is the last video I did. I wanted to show you guys, I went through and did a ton of stuff working with this company here. They pay, rather than having money in your bank that's only paying you 0.05 interest every month, these guys pay you weekly on any of your crypto. Bitcoin's like 6.3%. So I'm sending people here, you get $50 worth of free Bitcoin after your first $400 deposit, and it sits there for a month. We both get 50 bucks. On top of the 6% interest every week. So I also went through and did, because everybody's been asking me about all the parts that I have thrown in my truck, like the tail lights, the marker lights, stuff like that, my center console. So I went and made an Amazon affiliate account, and now anything that, you know, out of the stuff that I use, any of my Milwaukee stuff, my GoPro stuff, tripods, my hitches, stuff like that, if you guys use or buy off of that link, I will get a little bit of a kickback. I don't know how it works completely yet, but this is the first time I'm mentioning it. Link below, there's a lot of stuff in there, go check it out. But that's that. So like I said, we're still working with these 4 cars. We haven't made any progress on that. But I do want to show you guys, you guys have been asking me locations. Can you, let's say Harrisburg, PA, a lot of you guys have been asking me how easy it is to be local up here. So the way that I've been doing this, if I type in Harrisburg on, basically you'll type in Harrisburg on both. If you're just a car hauler, what I'll do is I'll put 300 miles on the custom. Let's see, I don't know why it won't. Custom radius, 300. It should, there we go. Okay, and then also over here we'll do 300 miles for you guys, and then I'll hit search, okay? Now you guys can see, I punched in 300 miles to and from, so that includes New York and a bunch of those states I can't go to. Anything New York and up I can't go to. But you guys can see here, this one's in Canada, so ignore that one. But besides that, there's 4,230 loads. New York to Ohio, here's $2,100. Here's 2 mixed vehicles. Here's, you know, 1,500 bucks for PA to Connecticut. A lot of these, you can see the rate per mile, and this is per car. So I believe that that's how they do it. When it says 2, this is 176 per car. So you can see basically what's in this list of things, like 2 mixed vehicles, there's 8 units, there's a bunch of them I actually have in my filter. If you guys want to do semi, Local, which I'm gonna keep it 1 to 3 cars because I do have my maximum up here set to 3. You guys can see there's a ton of stuff in here. So 17,500 pounds right there. Here's some of the new stuff that's in here. You guys can see, you guys get the point. Now, a bunch of people have also asked me about Ohio. So I'm not sure where. If you guys want me to give you specifics on which spots some of these places, like where your hometown is, 300 miles is the radius you're gonna wanna work with, because if you go 300 miles one direction, you can get 300 miles back home, and that's 600 miles, so you can realistically do 600 miles a day as a local driver. You're not gonna wanna try to push any further than that, because it's just gonna get to the point where it's not gonna work out. So, this is just with cars and power only. So anything else with freight, I'll do a video on that separately at some point. But yeah, basically, if you guys are interested in that, here's all that stuff from, that was Harrisburg, PA. So, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. This is probably gonna do it for this video. It's gone on long enough. Hope this helps some people out. See you guys, appreciate you, later.